I'm going to bring up something a little more personal here, and that is I know going into this weekend you weren't featured on the Pro Driver poster, and you tagged yourself and you tagged Tulio because you were like, hey, I know Joe's back, and Ryan won the last one, but I'm still here. I think today you made your point made.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I kind of, I was like, I thought me and Xander were boys and all that, and I was talking to Alessandro, and he was like, yeah, we got left out, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to tag us in there and see what that stirs the pot at all or anything, but yeah, I had to make sure I was still here, and I was still kind of fast, so.
I think kind of fast is an understatement. Obviously, you proved your point here today. Getting those last few laps behind Joe, and especially that second heat race as well, where they, you faded back a little bit, you got closer as they were fighting, but in this case, you got to track him down and really see where he was different and you were different. How nice is that to have on the last session before the main event, really, to know exactly where you are compared to him?
Right. No, it's definitely, it's great information, being behind him and seeing what he's doing a little bit different, if it's something about a line or where his engine is a little bit better than mine for gearing. But for sure, we go back and, rewatch the whole entire race and go over the data and everything and the video behind him. But yeah, no, it definitely helps. But tomorrow's going to be entirely different. We don't know what the weather's going to go and do later on tonight. It's going to be raining. We're going to have new tires tomorrow for the main event. So kind of what we have set up here today might not be, ideal or exactly on point for tomorrow's main event.
Can you take away any positives, though, at least from the fact that you were this fast at the end? Because it felt like when we go back to Houston, you versus Ryan, you were head-to-head until the final stage of that race. So to be this good on kind of old rubber, is that, feeling like a positive takeaway in terms of the progression on the year?
Yeah, no, I think so. We've been going out with pretty low tire pressure. I think on the beginning of this year, we were struggling with that, with this new tire compound. But we started to go and figure out more and more the longer we've been on this tire, and definitely our runs have been fastest towards later on every single heat race, which what we're kind of gauging on. I just had to go and stay up at the front as much as possible and not fall back too far to actually be at the fight towards the very end. Down in Speed Sports when me and Ryan were, first and second in the main event, I just had to push too hard to go and keep up with him. I think our tire pressure was right, but it was just, you're pushing 100% the whole entire time. The tires aren't going to last no matter how good the kart is. So after that, we didn't go back to the drawing board. We thought we had a pretty good grasp on everything going into this weekend.